It's round 12 for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Here we go at Texas.
I expect the bottom to be pretty dominant on the restarts most of the day. It's just a shorter distance down to turn one, but you even saw Austin Hill just get a little bit of wheel spin there as Justin Allgaier sends it around the top.
Power move, driver 7, outside lane. Justin Allgaier gets the early lead.
Talk about confidence in your race car. On lap 1, turn 1, hasn't sat in it. He's been so good here before, and he just thought there was grip there, and there was.
He said, I don't need no stinking practice, and look behind. Oh, we already have a spinner. Ryan Ellis in the 71 going for a ride.
Hold the brake here. They've left the green.
He stays with it, and finally, caution. I
There it
thought
is.
for a minute.
Out. Caution's out.
And then for a minute, they were going to let him gather up and go on, but NASCAR does throw the caution here, opening lap at Texas.
Ellis was caught in the middle, basically, into 3. That's just so tough. That corner is so tough. It's sketchy. You don't want to be 3 wide early. The track isn't clean enough for that, and Eckes just gets into his left rear.
Justin Allgaier in control, takes the inside lane for this restart.
Let's see if Austin Hill learned anything with the first one. Not quite. Justin Allgaier gets a major jump there on the bottom. We saw him send it around the top. We'll see. Oh, somebody caught the grass there in the back. You don't want to do that. It's easy to do, though.
And now we got a crash again. We just cannot get this thing rolling. Opening lap of the race, we have a spin. A couple of cars having a problem lap 1, and now the first restart of the day. Problems one more time. The 07 is Nick Lights.
We get this look. See just that mud that happens, and then that sort of checks everyone up thinking maybe something's happened. And it's a weird angle through the front stretch here, through that dog leg basically, that if you're following other cars, you end up clipping that inside grass because you can't quite reference where you are on the tracks. There's just that clip right there. Lights checks up for it, maybe thinking there's an issue. There's probably mud all over your windscreen, and that forces Honeyman to run in the back of him, not foreseeing that's going on in front of him.
Here's what's tough for these two drivers. They were both inside the top 20, so their track position not bad early in this race. And there you see, and I'm gonna tell you, with some really good cars able to drive through and avoid that. Here comes Allgaier and Hill, front row. They're hitting the Echo Park restart zone.
Way better restart by Austin Hill here. He's actually holding the outside of Justin Allgaier. Can he do what Justin did to him at the start of the race?
7 looks good early. 2-car Jesse Love skating off the corner as he tried to drive inside of his teammate.
Lost all the side force there on the exit, had a massive slide. Austin gave him all the room he could. That outside wall comes up quick. They both got away with it.
Because you know the competition caution is coming, and there's the spinner. Josh Bilicki, second time he's been out of shape today. 3 cautions in 20 laps, and I'm sure this will obviously serve as our competition caution.
So we're going through 3 and 4 here. Leyland Honeyman behind him. See if there's some contact. Ooh, maybe a little contact. The cars are already
arrow, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you never know.
You don't know at that point. The cars are so light and on edge through that corner.
Allgaier Hill front row again.
Really good restart by Hill there. Oh, but has an issue on the top side, just not the grip.
Second straight time. Yeah. He's battled that race car off of turn 2, opens the door. Sheldon Creed comes through in second.
Just doesn't seem to work. Was able to get down in the corner well, but then the car just took off towards the exit. That corner does flatten out on the exit. It's why you see cars sometimes lurch towards the wall. It's just what makes turn 2 so tricky here at Texas.
Final lap, stage number 1. Justin Allgaier just absolutely delivers at this place when you talk about getting it done early. It's his 7th stage win at Texas, and he's now got 1 for the thumb. 5 in a row for the veteran driver, our reigning champ out of Illinois. Beginning stage 2 as drivers go through the Echo Park Automotive restart zone. I said Creed, it's Hill on the inside, right in front of Sheldon Creed.
Creed was trying to be the one that was right there below the 21 as they went through the dogleg there, all over the place and blocks. Sam Mayer gets shoved 3 wide in the middle. Jesse Love gets by him.
There is a caution. Perfect timing here for Jeb Burton, who will now get the free pass. Chris Wright in the 5 was running 27th when it got away from him.
Yeah, it's happened off turn 2.
5th caution of the afternoon.
And when you have an incident or an issue off of turn 2 and lose a race car, the other special part about Texas is the walls are very close on both sides. There's not a lot of room back there. We've seen at times the track get blocked on restarts with large wrecks.
This is going to end the stage.
So we'll take a look at it here off of turn 2. Yep, we talked about it all day, being too high out of the groove. There's just absolutely no grip. Chris was just too high. The track falls away from you there. It flattens out. Then the wall comes up quickly. He's able to keep it out of the inside wall.
And Austin Hill pays it off. Going to get his 6th-stage win of 2025. His first that was not in the draft. Final stage underway at Texas.
The way things went there with Justin Allgaier unable to pass him. Oh, we got a bunch in the grass.
That's Josh Williams in the 11, 42, Anthony Alfredo. 6th caution of the afternoon comes out as we begin the final stage. Here it's the grass that gets you when you follow someone in front of you.
So first you have Corey Day getting the outside there of Riley Herbst, and then Sam Mayer was lower than Corey Day, and then Carson Kvapil tried to follow him, and then Josh was trying to go lower than Carson Kvapil. All 3 of them basically ended up in the grass. As you saw Sam Mayer make a really harsh move to get away from the grass. And when you're basically trying to follow the cars in front of you, but you just don't know it's down there. And that's how you end up, and obviously Taylor Gray getting some damage there from Sam Mayer getting in, or from Corey Day.
Austin Hill inside of Justin Allgaier.
Really even start by both the leaders. Justin's going to try and hang it out there, and he is able to do it just like we saw at the start of the race. Drives right around Austin Hill.
This time, though, he can't quite squeeze down, and behind him, Creed has a problem.
Hard the inside wall.
Caution number 7.
So we're getting our look at it here. Sheldon's that white car below the blue and white car in the 2nd row. Oh, and just started to come up the racetrack as Corey sort of was going to go through the middle to make it 3 wide. He didn't know he was there. And they all condensed into the same spot. And that's difficult because for Sheldon's position, you know, as you come off that corner and you're on the bottom, I've talked about how that corner flattens out. You sort of lose the race car on the exit. He's committed at that point, and the 17 being there just puts him in a really awkward spot. There's probably thinking if he heard that 17 was outside, that he's probably further up. There's a little bit more room there. More likely following the 2, that would be the more natural line, but the 17 was a bit lower, and they all come together.
Green with 88 to go.
Austin Hill's going to want to try and do what Justin Allgaier did to him earlier. Stay to that door, squeeze on him and get him loose and try to use the outside. He got tight earlier in the day. Is he able to stay there?
Restarts are huge.
No,
You want
he's
to
way
take
out.
control. Allgaier out front, and Hill not just going to lose a chance of the lead. He falls back to 3rd as Sanchez comes through to 2nd.
We got to
And
spin.
there goes Allgaier
Justin.
spinning. Pitted a couple laps behind Larson. Through that, lost the race lead, and now trouble.
Yep.
Caution number 8.
Wow.
The right front upper's broke.
He cycled back to 12th after the pit stop.
And you think about how dominant he's been all day, how dominant he's been here multiple times, and something like this happens.
Led 99 laps, won a stage, was in control. And his record at Texas will go to 0 for 28. 28 start here today, still looking for his first Texas win.
This is down 3 and 4. Chris Wright is way off the pace as they come off of 4, slides up, and Justin is going at such a high rate of speed. Can't react in that point of the corner. Basically gets in the back of him and causing this wreck here. We saw earlier when Justin went around the outside of Chris Wright, who was way off the pace a couple laps prior when he was racing with Kyle Larson. But really, that's just 2 cars at such a different rate of speed at that time in that place. Justin on newer tires is trying to make up time. He's just lost the lead to the 88. He knew that. He saw that all unfold.
Restart, 37 to go.
Feels like it's the first time we haven't seen Justin Allgaier and Austin Hill as the front row on a restart here. Great start by Larson. Sanchez didn't quite get going as well, but he's going to try and squeeze the 21 of Austin Hill.
Sanchez has been racing with the best all day and continues to deliver. Had nothing for Larson, who jumps away on the restart, but second place, very, very good. Austin Hill, Nick Sanchez. We've got a caution here at Texas, and it's for the 17 of Corey Day.
Wow, this will change things for sure, as Corey had an incident down in turn 3 and 4.
And we're already spinning as you see it up there top of your screen.
But he was really high up the racetrack, and we've talked about it, I feel like, on repeat all day. If you get out of the groove, it's super slippery. If you're up in that gray in those top 2 lanes here at Texas, there's absolutely no grip. So however he ended up there, he eventually lost the race car and ended up down on the inside of the racetrack into those inside barriers.
Time to settle the score at Texas.
Oh, you saw a big wiggle by Austin Hill there. That's going to give the momentum to Nick Sanchez, being pushed by Sam Mayer.
3 wide, 88 coming high. That's Kyle Larson. Sanchez gets away on the restart. Sam Mayer trying to make it 3 wide up the middle. What a battle off of turn 2.
Where did he come from? 3 wide down the back, being pushed by Larson.
Larson pushes Mayer. Mayer gets the race lead. Larson on the fresher tires goes high. Sanchez comes through.
What a move by Nick Sanchez to drive underneath Larson there, as Larson went too high up the racetrack, and Sam Mayer to the lead with an incredible restart.
Mayer leading with 6 laps to go and trying to go back-to-back at Texas.
Might have given the lane he needs, but it's going to be tough to complete it here. He's going to have to side draft Nick here down. Oh, Sammy Smith on the wall.
Sammy Smith, hard hit. Caution is out, 5 remaining. It's our 10th yellow flag of the afternoon.
Full field.
Here, as you watch off of turn 4, what's going to happen is he has a run on the 21. The 21 gets a little loose. They're going to get to the exit of the corner, and the 21 of Austin Hill just comes up a little bit as Sammy's trying to come down. Those two meet in the middle, and that catches Sammy in a really vulnerable spot. We also had Jeremy Clements hit the outside wall here off of turn 2. And that looked like a product of what we've seen multiple times, and we talked about it just being too far out and too wide off of 2. The track falls away from you. Sam Mayer pushed way out by Austin Hill. He's going to dive to the bottom. That's the move I thought would work for Kyle Larson.
Larson trying to get around Sanchez. Mayer able to hang on off of turn 2.
Taylor Gray to the bottom. We got Jeremy Clements in the wall off 2.
Jeremy Clements backs it into the wall. We get another caution. It will be double overtime.
Thought I saw a bunch of smoke and such in the back there as we got into turn 1.
Let's go back and look at the crash that put us under caution.
All right, so I saw it at the top of the screen. It's kind of late there. Really hard hit, backing into the outside wall there off 2. Just feels like a couple laps ago he was hitting it before on the outside with the right side.
Well, and Kim, just did that report on them running inside the top 10 and a chance to have a great day. And here they come to the Echo Park restart zone.
Nick Sanchez wasn't in the back bumper of Larson there. Taylor Gray gets in the back bumper of Sam Mayer.
You want to give him a push, but
he wanted
a wiggle, loss of momentum. Here comes Larson in the outside lane. 88 takes the lead.
Oh no, and Nick's into the wall there, got too high up. And Sam Mayer trying to fight off Taylor Gray on the outside, but that all opened it up for Larson on his newer tires when Sam sort of got sideways in through turns 1 and 2.
Larson back to the white flag. Remember, once he takes the white flag, next flag ends the race, whether it be the caution or the checkers.
Taylor Gray cleared Sam Mayer there for second. I think he's probably a bit too far back to make a run at Larson there. Sam Mayer fights back to the outside, but he's too high as well.
Great effort for Taylor Gray to get to second. Kyle Larson filling in for the injured Connor Zilic. Found out midweek he was going to drive the 88. It took him a while to get there, but he proves once again just how good he is. Kyle Larson once again at Texas.